So how would you turn that into the instant coffee you get out of the jar? What's maize? How would you get the sugar out of this? Let's try and chew one, see how hard it is.
Incorporate my teeth.
Hard?
Yeah.
Isn't it? How on earth would you turn something so hard into a cornflake?
This series isn't about putting people off of food, it's about re-engaging people with their food. And if you take simple things like breakfast, so you'd have cornflakes, for example, well, how do you make cornflakes? What goes into it? And what are they made out of? And when you say to the average person, what are cornflakes made out of? A lot of people say, well, isn't it the stuff growing in the fields, the wheat or the barley? Because that's what they think corn is. You actually say, no, it's maize, a bit like sweet corn. But how do you turn that hard kernel of starch, which is the little seed of maize, into something you pour milk on and have for breakfast? It goes through a myriad of different processes, and what we try to do is mimic those processes and build our own food factory inside our barn.
It's weird, but what they found out is that to make cornflakes, they have to take out a whole load of goodness and then artificially stuff it back in. If I make my own cornflakes here in the barn, we'll see exactly why it's so important to do this.
What really surprised me was how little we know. And I'm a farmer and I run a farm shop and we produce bacon and sausages and I manufacture food. But still myself, I thought, well, actually, I didn't realise that. I didn't know that, those square plastic cheese things you buy, it's only 60% cheese. What's the rest of it? I didn't realise that the effort and the thought that goes into making something as simple as a packet of crisps. We eat 10 million packets of Walker's crisps a day, but every single crisp that comes off the conveyor belt has its picture taken, and everything, if it's not right, if it's not perfect, a little puff of air blows it out the way, which is incredible. And they test the crunch with a special machine. In the Heinz bean factory, there are special people that taste the beans every hour to make sure the flavours are right. I went to some fantastic factories. The best one had to be the ice cream factory, because it's like being at Willy Wonka's with all these Viennettas whizzing round and Magnums. Incredible.